Hey everybody, it's me, myself. It is I. It's Dr. Dane. Welcome to this installment of the Tour of Consciousness where I'm standing in front of a giant magnolia tree as the American tour continues. And so what is it? Oh, welcome to this installment of the Tour of Consciousness, by the way. Yeah, my brain and I are, my brain's a little mush, let's put it that way. It's been a busy month, as they usually are. And I'm loving it. It's been so friggin' awesome. It's been really cool. You hear those birds too? My goodness. Now, if you were in Australia, the birds sound like this. Ah! I don't know why. They're just like that there. Probably from all those years of having to survive all the poisonous snakes in Australia. Okay, just kidding. So, speaking of birds in Australia, what is the tool for today? Well, a couple things I'd like to share with you. One is that your difference is your gift. Now, we've all known from the time we were little that we were different. Now, I know you may not remember that because by this point you're like, I'm not different. I'm like everybody else, but I just can't fit in with everybody else. The reason you can't fit in with everybody else is because you're different. And I just started a year-long program called Be Different, Stay Weird. And it's been phenomenal to tap into the worlds of these beautiful people that are part of this program and gift them the energetic awareness they require as we move along. Because the thing is, a lot of us have this weird idea that we're just going to get somewhere and then everything is going to be great because we got to this new place or new space. Yet if you've ever gotten to a new place, extending my selfie stick, yet if you've ever gotten to a new space or a new place, you know that it seems to last for a little while, but then it feels almost like you lose it. So what you want to realize is, as soon as you step into a new space of being, everything feels different, but within a couple days you actually become it. So my question is, what new and different space have you stepped into that you became that then you thought you lost it? What if you didn't lose it? What if you actually became it? So everything you've done to make you wrong for losing that new space, and then you went, oh my God, no, I lost it. And remember, your point of view creates your reality. So if you believe you lost it, you start functioning from that point of view as your reality that's not actually true. Everything that is, we destroy in creative ways. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, and beyonds. So, as I was saying, so what's happening in this year-long program, and I'm saying this to all those of you that are on part of the Tour of Consciousness, is what I'll perceive when they get to a new space, then I'll perceive when they start to go, and then what I can do is actually contribute something to them that's a different energy, a different perspective, a different awareness that allows them to open up and go to the next new space. See, you're like a shark. You have to keep moving or you die, okay? In other words, for you, constant expansion is actually way more of a reality than getting someplace and staying there and contracting afterwards as a result of it. So everywhere you haven't allowed yourself to continuously expand, every new space you've gotten to that you then decided that you lost, will you destroy and uncreate it, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Have you lost it or have you actually become it? And so, as part of the difference of you, if you would allow yourself to, you could have superpowers. Now, what do I mean? Because we keep thinking superpowers like the ability to fly or like burn through people with our eyes or something. That, those are superpowers that superheroes have exhibited, primarily Superman, and all kinds of others. If you watch X-Men, any of the series, they'll show you all kinds of people who are the mutants of the species. What if it's time to be the mutant you truly are? Meaning you're the mutation of the species to something totally different, something totally weird, and something totally greater that's possible. But one of the superpowers I'd like to share with you is the superpower of luck. Now, I was watching Deadpool 2. Now, I had no particular interest to see this movie, but I was on a plane and it showed up and I went, oh, that one. It had a sense of lightness to it. So I start watching this movie and there's this girl on this. You have to see this. This, from my point of view, if you're going to have a superpower, this is the one you want to have. Now, they call it luck, but from my point of view, it's what happens when you function from awareness and from consciousness and from no judgment. All the things you have available right now, if you'll choose it, to make everything work out. So she goes in and she's applying and they say, what is your superpower? And she goes, luck. And they're like, dude, that's not a superpower. She's like, yeah, it is. They're like, no, it's not. Anyway, they take her on the team anyway. And it's funny because almost everybody else on the team dies, but she is somehow saved from dying. The cars fly over her, the bullets won't hit her, and anything she goes to do is accomplished. What if you're that different? What if you're that weird? And what if things could work out that way for you? And you just have to choose it, and you just have to acknowledge it. So, and remember, the original meaning of weird was of spirit, fate, or destiny. Are you willing to be different enough and weird enough to have your entire life come to you with ease, with joy, with glory, and with possibilities that nobody else sees? See, one of the gifts you are in this world is the possibilities you perceive that nobody else does. But you've spent your entire life trying to fit in, trying to validate other people's realities, trying to validate other people's points of view, trying to validate other people's limitations. All the energy you've been using to validate other people's realities, points of view, and limitations, will you destroy and uncreate it, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So, the takeaways from today: be different, stay weird, and be willing to use the superpower called luck, which isn't really luck. It's actually the superpower of having no point of view and allowing all of your life to come with ease and joy and glory. And as a reminder, if you haven't ever heard this tool before, it's one of the tools of Access, which is all of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. You want to say it 10 times in the morning and 10 times in the evening, and then open up to receive it. Because it's not saying only good things happen to me. It's saying all of life, the good when that occurs, the bad when that occurs, the ugly when that occurs, all of it occurs with ease and joy and glory. And if there's one thing I could wish for you, it would be that. And if you haven't signed up or thought about signing up for the Be Different, Stay Weird year-long program, I would so love to have you as part of it, because it is this energetic ride, this energetic explosion where I've always wanted a space where I could have a group of people that I could continuously contribute to and pop open these new spaces in their world. It's happening, and it's just friggin' awesome. So, consider yourself warmly invited to that too. Thank you for being in the world. Thank you for being part of the Tour of Consciousness. And even if you don't sign up for the Be Different, Stay Weird program, please be different and stay weird anyway. And be different enough and stay weird enough to have all of life come to you with ease and joy and glory. I very much look forward to meeting you in person someday. What if you, truly being you, are the gift, the change, and the possibility this world requires? Bye-bye.